Welcome to FX Options University, recorded live at the International Securities Exchange, the world's largest equity options exchange. Join the industry's top trading professionals as they provide insight and strategies for trading in the currency markets using FX options. FX options are a low-risk alternative to hedging currency moves in any market condition.
Welcome, everyone. This is Steve Meisinger, your host for today's ISE webinar. Today, I'm pleased that we have John Jagerson. He's the co-founder, contributor to learningmarkets.com. There is so much free information at learningmarkets.com, so I think I would recommend that all of you, the attendees, go and check it out. No matter which market you're trading, there's plenty of free information, free educational materials at learningmarkets.com, so please go and check that out. It's a great site. John is the co-founder there. Please, just a reminder that you should get a copy of the characteristics and risks of standardized options. You can get it from your broker, or you can go to optionseducation.org or call 1-888-OPTIONS. Obviously, today we'll be going through some of the currency pairs, but again, it's up to you to make your own trading decisions. So please, go and get that copy. It's very important. It explains options from the simplest terms all the way through to the most complex. And again, you can get that at 1-888-OPTIONS or optionseducation.org. Just a reminder about the trading symbols at the ISE. We have the Australian dollar, Brazilian real, British pound, Canadian dollar, euro, yen, peso, Mexican dollar, Swedish krona, and Swiss franc all available. In fact, we have the Australian dollar, British pound, euro, and New Zealand dollar in both U.S. dollar quote and in the U.S. dollar base. So it's either way, whether you want to look at it one way or another. And so today, I think you're probably following, the yen was very, very strong. The Australian dollar, strong. Euro strengthened a bit. And you can trade all this right through your traditional equity options broker. They can be traded as spreads. They are European exercise. They're cash settled. And again, you can learn more at www.fxoptions.com. Without further ado, I want to introduce John Jagerson. Again, he's the co-founder of learningmarkets.com. Plenty of free information at John's site. Go and check it out. It's really a wonderful site. Hi, John. Great to have you there. Steve Meisinger here.
Okay, hey, thanks a lot, Steve. Just want to make a double check here, make sure everybody can hear me all right. So, Steve, give me a heads up if I'm not coming through.
You're good, John. Perfectly clear. Thank you.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to go ahead and share my my charts so that we can for those of you who have attended before when I've been the presenter. I have a little bit of a bias against PowerPoint. Maybe it's just my days in corporate America that has given me that. But so I like to spend the entire time on the charts. So I want to make sure that the charts are showing up okay. So if you can't see them, let me know, Steve. Okay.
Perfectly clear, John. It's great.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so let me do a quick introduction for those of you who don't know who I am. My name is John Jagerson, as Steve so graciously mentioned. I'm the co-founder over at learningmarkets.com. We do a lot of analysis, commentary, and education about the financial markets, including stocks, options, bonds, and the Forex. In fact, we have a particular emphasis on Forex on one of our tabs that's appropriately titled Forex. So I'll show you how to get there here a little bit later. Also, for those of you who are interested, I'll just preface this with, if you're an options trader versus, let's say, somebody who's coming out of the Forex and is investigating options, but if you're starting with options and you're looking to see if there's an opportunity here with Forex options or FX options, we do every day we do a market analysis before the New York Open, where we look at what's going on globally, what announcements are we expecting. We cover a few trades, look at some targets, etc. It's all free. You can just go check it out, and it's live. So and it happens every day. You can sign in for that just by going to our site at learningmarkets.com, and across the top of the site there is a tab that says Forex, and you can't miss it. It's one of the first things on that tab. So I'll show you that here in a little bit. Now I bring that up because Today's webinar is about trading the news. Now, amongst Forex traders, this is a really popular topic. And part of the reason for that is that, although the Forex is well known for some robust moves and very dramatic trends, et cetera, just like most financial markets, sometimes you can go through a bit of a dry spell. And in general, Forex traders, I find that on average, they tend to normally have a fairly short-term outlook. So when they can, so as they're watching the Forex, and right now what I have in front of us is, this is a graph of the, or a chart rather, of the Euro USD. So this is the Euro versus the dollar for you non-Forex traders, which means that it's been going up lately, the last 2 days, quite a bit. This means that the dollar is weakening against the euro. So the euro is strengthening against the dollar, and we've been really interested to see if this would happen. We've been waiting about a month for a breakout one way or the other. You can see this all the way back into August, about August 13th, how flat the market has been since the big breakout back on the 11th. So we've had some back and forth, and we're starting to see a breakout in favor of the euro and against the dollar. That's actually fairly bullish relative to just the global market environment out there. A weakening dollar is not necessarily such a bad thing when we think about traders moving capital from sheltered or shelters like bonds and gold potentially and things like that. Now we do have some divergences. There's still some warning signs here, but the breakout on the dollar or of a weaker dollar and a stronger euro is actually kind of a positive sign. So I'm crossing my fingers to see what happens here with equities as they bump up against resistance themselves the last couple of days. So this will be interesting to see if they follow this breakout. Because I mentioned that we are getting a little bit of contradictory readings elsewhere. So, generally you can look across the intermarket environment and you get some relative agreement as far as how traders are feeling about risk. And right now we've got both sides of the spectrum. So we have, and I'm going to talk about that here in just a minute. So the positive here with the euro dollar is that we're getting a little bit of strengthening in favor of the euro. That's good. And we've got a little bit of cautious indicator here in a minute when we go look at the dollar yen, and I'll explain why. But let's get back into practical matters here where we're talking about trading the news. So Forex traders they're attracted to the news events because, of course, the market moves really fast. And when you're trading in the spot Forex, most of the time, now not all of the time, but most of the time the market is so liquid, you can set up an order such that, let's say you set a limit order up or a contingent order up above the market a little bit so that if an announcement comes out, so let's take today's announcement of retail sales here in the U.S. So yesterday the market closed, you can see yesterday's candle here on the 13th. Yesterday closed at about 28.79, so 1.2879 euros to the dollar, so dollars to the euro rather. But traders are evaluating. They know that retail sales is coming up this morning, and it has the potential to be a disruptive event, so something that could move the market quite a bit. And that turned out to be true, not to mention we got some announcements about further action by the Fed, et cetera. So there was a lot of news hitting the market today. And so a trader may evaluate this and say, well, I want to be there in the market in case a breakout happens because it's likely to happen very quickly. And because the Forex more or less trades 24 hours a day, they have the ability to basically jump in as the breakout is happening. It's very liquid. So gaps will happen, but you have very good odds that your order will get filled. The problem becomes, so this is a really key problem for Forex traders who want to be aggressive, and I think there's no other word for Forex traders or option traders who are looking to trade the news. It is very aggressive. And now there's not necessarily anything wrong with that, but it is what it is. There's no way to do it without being willing to accept a fair amount of risk. But the problem that Forex traders have is that they have very few tools to limit their risk. So let me give you a for instance, okay?
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. Get trading ideas, exchange rates, webinars, news, and commentary. Visit www.fxoptions.com. ISE FX options can be easily traded through all options-enabled brokerage accounts. These exchange-listed securities are cash-settled in U.S. dollars and have a European-style exercise.